coach Rick Pitino.
Sure
if
is.
they can come out of the Boston Garden with a win here, regardless of whether Bird played or not, that's big doings.
Well, Patrick Ewing, according to Bernie Fryer, stole the tap on the way up, so the Celtics will get first possession. Pitino is a very active coach on the sidelines. He will be up on a knee, and he'll do a lot of yelling and screaming. He's picked up more than his share of technical fouls already and has been thrown out of one of the Knicks' 6 games.
A real challenge to the Celtics will be to control that ball, not to lose it against that pressure defense, and to be effective offensively. And Bird has been more or less carrying their offense. So somebody's got to produce some points.
Fred Roberts hits with 3 on the shot clock. So you see the effect of the Knicks defense as the Celtics needed 21 seconds to get a shot up.
Boy, and they get it right back at you fast.
That's Mark Jackson out of St. John's, the #1 pick. Parrish has got Ewing in the low post. Jackson has Walker open. The Knicks will be very patient on the offensive end, even though they push it up quickly, and Ewing's got 2 and almost brings the clock down.
Nice pass by Gerald Wilkins, and here's that press.
Darren Day, Ewing came out to get him. Nice job by Ewing to shut off the shot, but now Jackson a mismatch with Parrish, and he hits.
That was beautifully executed. The point guard had to end up picking up Robert Parrish, and that's a supreme mismatch that the Celtics took advantage of.
Gerald Wilkins tries outside. Rebound, Ewing over Parrish, and he's got 2 more.
A little push from behind, and that's the type of stuff that Patrick Ewing had not learned in his first couple of years, was how to do those cute rebounding things.
You see the Knick pressure, quick trap. Sidney Green is out on Darren Day. Ewing's got Parrish. Robert looking to go on Ewing. Rebound off to Green, who had a good night against Milwaukee on Saturday night. That was the Knicks' last game, and they won it, their first win of the season. Sidney Green, one of the heroes, along with Ewing, and he stepped on the end line.
Celtics took away the middle, made him force him to the baseline, and Parrish just angled him out of bounds.
And you see the Knicks immediately with the pressure.
The guy that might become very important in this game is whether Jerry Seasting will be able to play or not.
Fred Roberts, good position, won't go down, gets it back. Ewing the block, Parrish the rebound. Ewing another block, and here comes Kenny Walker. There was the Patrick Ewing of old.
Here's a guy that really showed a lot of potential, but has never seemed to be able to give it night after night. Sidney Green.
First bucket for Green, first lead for the Knicks, 6-4.
They got Green as that pressure defense, and it was a wide open target, Robert Parrish, and Dennis Johnson elected to try and go way up the court, and they luckily retained possession.
Danny will take the pull-up. Tied at 6, 3 minutes into the first quarter. Wilkins looking inside. Ewing double teamed. Jackson's the open man. He penetrates and hits off the glass. Celtics looking to break the pressure. Darren Day, tough shot.
Would have been a foul on Patrick Ewing. That was a tough shot, but I'll tell you, Darren Day has got the ability to make tough shots. Jackson outside. Rebound, Ewing. They have obviously worked with Patrick Ewing. He's got his feet going for offensive rebounds.
Walker shuts off Day. DJ trying to get out of the backcourt. Avoids the double team. Danny planted in the corner. Cross-court Day. Fred trying to get it back to him. Green, the quick hands. Here come the Knicks. Wilkins ahead on the break. DJ, good defense, shutting off the baseline. Green, the trailer, launches one. Walker got the offensive rebound, but also committed a foul.
That's one of the problems the Celtics are going to have all night long is Fred Roberts and Darren Day rebounding to go along with Robert Parrish, who has allowed Patrick Ewing a couple of offensive rebound baskets. Larry Bird, you know, has done yeoman work on the boards, particularly the defensive board, ever since the start of this season. And as Casey saying, hey, baby, you got to block them off the boards now. We need the boards.
20-second timeout. 10-8. Knicks up by 2. 7:41 to go here in the first. And here is the Patrick Ewing that everyone thought it would be coming out of Georgetown.
Ewing does not allow Parrish to really retain contact on him. He had his feet moving and going for position before the ball hit the rim. A couple of years ago, Patrick Ewing would rebound like a college player. Wait till the ball hit the rim and then go to get the position. And by that time, the rebound was over. And he has since really kind of learned to get it going and get the position while the ball is in the air for the shot.
Knicks continue to pressure. Wilkins, Ewing, Jackson, Walker, and Green stay on the floor. No changes for the Celtics. Nearly 5 minutes into this first quarter. Knicks by 2. Danny. Kept alive by Roberts. Good hustle, rejected again by Ewing. His second block. Jackson, 3-on-2 break. Wilkins for 2.
Now that's his style of basketball, Gerald Wilkins. Fast break basketball, get on the wing. He can take it strong, and he's learned to hit that pull-up jump shot.
Also for Mark Jackson, he'll make that good pass. Nearly thrown away, tracked down by Dennis Johnson. And it's going to be Sidney Green with the foul over Parrish.
Now there was a kind of unintelligent foul because the Knicks defense had worked it down to about 6 seconds. And if he had just backed up, Parrish would have been under the gun to take a poor shot.
Jay trying to split the double team. Danny's left open. Robert gathers himself and hits. 4 points for Parrish, 2-point Knick lead. Sidney Green hits.
Now that is historically, since the beginning of the season, one of the positions, the power forward spot, defensively has hurt the Celtics.
Robert Parrish sneaks through, gets 2. So the Chief offensively answering the call here early. He has 6 to lead the Celtics. Mark Jackson knocks it down top of the key.
That's it. And Patrick Ewing is really moving his feet and getting position, even though the ball's going through.
Knocked away by Gerald Wilkins, but Bernie Fryer has a foul, and we've got a timeout. Halfway through the first quarter at the Garden. The Knicks are up by 4.
We're going to see a couple of Patrick Ewing replays. Gerald Wilkins gets inside the defense and finds Patrick Ewing coming down the baseline, and it's crammed from there on in. And Danny Ainge said, I thought I had a charge. But up the other end, he's doing the Zank defensively, much like he did at Georgetown, protecting the basket. And he comes back into the action again nicely against Robert Parrish, and that's not an easy thing to do, to swat away a Parrish shot.
All right, Trent Tucker has checked into the New York lineup along with Pat Cummings, who's seeing his first action in about a week and a half. Down low, Roberts in traffic for 2.
Self trying to develop an inside game with Fred Roberts.
Tucker and Jackson now the backcourt. Cummings joins Ewing and Walker up front. Celtic lineup stays the same, and Ewing's got 2 more.
Nice play by Jackson. The pass was right on the money.
DJ trying to split the defense. Trent Tucker picking up the foul.
Now, here's a real mismatch. They got Pat Cummings being the point man on the press. I mean, that's a duck out of water. No way does he have the foot speed to get out on the press, and then if the ball beats the top part of the press, get back into the defense. Finally did, because the Celtics took the ball. It took them too long to get the ball up the court.
There you see the presence of Patrick Ewing as Darren Day changed the shot. But Trent Tucker picked up his second foul in about 30 seconds on the floor. The Knicks are over the limit. They live over the limit.
This is a gamble defense, Mike. Scrap, pull, smack. Try to create errant passes, lob passes that they can use their athletic speed to get under and pick off. But you will see as the game goes along that the referees, I think, will just get tired of calling fouls, and they'll get away with about 5 or 6 in a row. And that's how you make spurts.
Wilkins is back in, and Tucker is quickly back to the bench with those 2 fouls. Knicks are fouling at a rate that would set an all-time NBA record for most fouls in a season.
But they'll get cuter at this defense as the season goes along.
Jackson hits again.
Well, he's a fine-looking player.
Sure is. Great career at St. John's.
You must feel very secure with him to trade away a really experienced veteran in Gerald Henderson.
Henderson and Rory Sparrow both let go, so this is really Jackson's show to run now here in New York. Pat Cummings coming over to cover Darren Day on the inbounds pass. You see how aggressively the Knicks are up on defense. They get in everybody's shirt, and they double team any chance they get. Inside Parrish, lost it. Cummings back to Jackson.
There was that lob pass that somebody used as quick feet to get under.
Jackson hits again. Mark Jackson has himself 8 points, and the Knicks have a 7-point lead.
Well, you know what Larry Bird does against the press defense? He gets in the corner and just shoots over that defense and hits the 3-point plays, and all of a sudden the other coach thinks it's not such a good idea to press the Celtics.
And you can see right there how aggressive the Knicks are.
Goes inside nicely to Robert Parrish, and Ewing trying to get over the top into the passing lane. Just getting mad at himself, huh?
Just missed.
Didn't do that when I was at Ringe Tech.
Bill Cartwright is in the ball game now. Medical Bill, as he's known in New York.
Well, that is a real situation that I wonder about, why they would want to get rid of a guy with Bill Cartwright's offensive ability, and the fans seem to be on his case a little bit, and I don't know why. But any team in the NBA would love to have Bill Cartwright.
Cummings putting it to the floor, kicks it out. Walker. Jackson's looking for Cartwright. Ainge a good job backing off there. 2 on the shot clock. DJ got a piece of it.
Now the Knicks really have a slow basketball team out there, and the Celtics are not pushing it up the court.
Danny for 3.
Cartwright and Cummings really will have difficulty getting back into that defense.
Mark Jackson slipping on a wet spot. Danny Ainge getting 2. Celtics now have run off 6 straight to get back to 1. Cartwright, funny looking shot, but he nails it. He's been doing that for a long time.
He sure can hit that shot, and he can take the ball to the basket too down that low post. But he's a trimmed down version of Bill Cartwright.
3-second violation called on the Celtics, and the Knicks are going to take a timeout. 2:58 to go here first quarter. The Knicks are still in front by 3. And Sports Channel would like to acknowledge the following affiliates who are participating in tonight's free preview. Adams-Russell Cable System, American, Continental, Inland, Shrewsbury, State, Warner Cable. Lots of folks joining us tonight for the first time here on Sports Channel, and we welcome you all. Hope you'll stick with us for the rest of what should be a very exciting Celtic season. Mark Akers is going to make his first appearance in the ball game. You see the field goal percentages. The Knicks don't shoot that well in the layup line. Robert Parrish goes to the Boston bench. Akers, Roberts, Day, Ainge, and Johnson on the floor for Boston. Gerald Wilkins, Mark Jackson, Johnny Newman, recently picked up from Cleveland, along with Cartwright. Cartwright going to the hole, forces one up. Nice job by Akers defensively. Cartwright screams for the foul. Darren Day in traffic, blocked by Cartwright. Darren gets it back, double teamed. Celtics are at 7 on the shot clock. Darren put it up with 2. Mark Jackson the rebound. Newman's with him on the break. Wilkins the trailer. Newman misses the bucket. Out of bounds, off Danny Ainge, says Bernie Fryer.
It's going to be a very fast-paced basketball game, and the Celtics have elected to keep their 2 guards in there, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge, to help use that experience to beat this press. If they have to go to the bench in the backcourt, that could really help the Knicks.
Mark Jackson hits again. Jackson with 10 first-quarter points.
Delay a game warning, and the Knicks have been taught once the ball goes through the net to knock it away so that they have time to set up their press. So Fred Roberts very alertly drew that to the officials' attention, and they called a delay warning. The next one will be a technical on the Knicks.
Roberts cutting through. Tough shot. Through by Fred. Parrish, Roberts, and Ainge have 21 and Boston's 23. Wilkins a little closer. Follows his own shot and gets it back. Gerald Wilkins showing the bloodlines. Johnson missing outside. Loose ball. DJ's got it back. Fresh 24. Darren Day takes it. Cartwright got a piece, and Cummings the rebound. Quick kick to Newman. On the break, Wilkins. 2 more.
Boy, on block shots, they form that 3-man attack like now.
Knicks with their biggest lead, 7. Darren's open. And Bernie Fryer with the whistle off the ball. Mark Jackson picks it up, his first. Tony White just picked up from the Chicago Bulls. Going to check into the ball game.
I'm led to believe that Al Bianchi, the general manager of the Knicks, really loves this kid.
Well, it was interesting because the Knicks traded Rory Sparrow to Chicago for a draft choice to make room for Sparrow. Chicago cut White. Boston ball.
They put him on waivers, and then they put an experienced player like Henderson on waivers just to get a kid that was on the waiver wire. Wow, that's real tribute.
DJ penetrates. Hits. First bucket for Dennis Johnson. The Celtics back to 4. Boston will get the ball one more time here in the first quarter.
But the war of attrition goes on as the Knicks are using an awful lot of players. The Celtics' 2 guards are still in this ball game.
Tony White. Basket's going to count. Dennis Johnson picks up a foul. You may well be witnessing the biggest offensive output in a quarter for the New York Knicks this year. I don't have it in front of me, but I know they have not had many quarters with 33 points. They're only averaging 95 a game. Danny trying to get back to 3-point range. Down low, Fred Roberts missed the layup. So the New York Knicks are as advertised. Kind of a kamikaze attack. It's worked so far. 33 for New York, 26 for Boston after 1.
Going to see the athletic ability of some of these Knicks. Here's Wilkins' shot, and none of the Celtics can really get at the ball with any kind of leaping ability. Cummings just clears a path out for Wilkins to come right through and swoop. Well, that cramp shot from the reverse side, and that is real athletic talent that man has. Much like his brother, he skies and gets that on that front end of the fast break, baby. It's tough.
There you see the number 67% shooting for the Knicks, and they're winning the battle of the boards. Celtics have made changes. Reggie Lewis and Danny Ainge, the guards. Robert Parrish, Mark Akers, Brad Lohaus up front.
Now, this is very interesting. There are 3 rookies in at the same time. And usually a press defense can have a disastrous effect against young players.
Tough rebound there, though, by Mark Akers as he takes it away, and Boston comes to the offensive end.
Casey's doing what I guess you got to do is get them experience as quickly as possible because you're going to need their help.
Danny for 3. Front rims it. Robert Parrish the rebound. He's a little upset with Bill Cartwright. You're going to see that happen a lot with the Knicks if you catch them on cable this year, because they really do not too many cheap fouls the Knicks will commit.
There's the long outside shot by McHale, and there's Parrish with the rebound. How they called that on Parrish is beyond me, as Cartwright came at Parrish, unless it was a little push before he even got the ball. But
and a technical foul has been called on Chris Ford.
You know, one of the things that happens when you're that aggressive a basketball team, the word gets around the league, and you'd think the referees would really start to look closer at it. Instead, they accept it as a way of playing the game, and they allow you to commit more fouls. It's amazing.
It's like the reverse of what happens to Greg Kite. Right?
Exactly. Figure they call 5 to 6 early, and that'll do it, and try and straighten you out, and it'll look good in the box score and everything else, but they really truly don't call a game. They let you get away with an awful lot.
Newman throws up a leaner and drags the foul out of Brad Lohaus.
Out of this group that the Celtics have on the floor right now, they've got to get some offense out of Lohaus or Reggie Lewis. That's where it's going to be at if they're going to continue to use these players. When they come in and hit the floor, they've got to produce something on the boards or in the point department. I don't think they're quite ready game in and game out to do that.
Reggie Lewis, a little trouble at half court, stripped by Jackson, gets it back, kicks it up to Ainge. Danny, pull-up jumper. Rebound Akers. Mark takes it back up, short with it. Rebound Cartwright, kicks it to Jackson. Knicks look to run. Jackson, good pass to Newman.
There's the speed. They got 3 guys out there like quick.
See how aggressive the Knicks are defensively, and Casey Jones wants a timeout. 10:45 to go first half. You might be looking at the biggest Knick lead of the year. They're up by 12.
Going to see a rebound here. A good effort by Akers, but now as he tries to take it back inside, he really gets a little intimidated by Cartwright, who comes away with the rebound. And in order to have a good press defense, you got to have a quick forward. And when they get the ball, that translates into 3 guys getting up the court offensively very fast.
Lewis and Ainge remain the guards. Lohaus, Akers, Parrish stay up front. That's Wilkins out on Reggie Lewis. Parrish still fighting with Cartwright. And Cartwright is finally called for a foul.
Now, one of the things that I think the Celtics will have to do to calm this team down is to get the ball into Parrish and work him as much as possible. He's the only real guy that can score inside game in and game out. And there's Cartwright with the foul.
Reggie goes baseline. Can't hit over the top. Akers kept it alive. Lohaus, the hook. Won't go down. Loose ball comes to Jackson. He's off and running. He's got Wilkins on a wing. Gives it instead to Newman. Blocked from behind by Mark Akers. And now Mike Mathis has a foul. Looks like it'll go on Reggie Lewis, I believe, reaching in.
Boy, when you move Wilkins up to the quick forward spot or Newman at the quick forward spot, boy, they just come right at you with speed. And they get close to the basket, and there's a good effort by the Celtics big guys trying to keep it alive. They end up with the foul.
The foul to Mark Akers.
Yep. The situation is such that, boy, they're going to throw the speed at you, and you better be able to get back quickly to stop that attack.
Dennis Johnson in, Danny Ainge out. Sidney Green back in the New York lineup and tries to bank one home, won't go down. Here comes DJ. Celtics 0 for 5 shooting here in the second quarter. Dennis looking inside for Robert. Picked up by Parrish, slapped away, reach in foul, Knicks.
The Celtics have really not made a determined effort to let Parrish work one-on-one against Bill Cartwright right now. They're into their motion offense. And all this hiring defense by the Knicks, the gambling, the slapping, is kind of disrupting the rhythm of that offense.
Newman picked up the foul. He goes to the bench. Kenny Walker comes back in. Green and Walker the forwards. Cartwright the middle. Jackson and Wilkins the guards. Got an errant buzzer. I was saying, I don't know.
Yeah, a little mouse ran through here or something. What happened?
Power surge.
Yeah. That's Kevin McHale, a guy that be nice to have on the court right now.
Sidney Green has Robert Parrish now. Robert wants to work on him. Back rims it. Tipped out of bounds. Celtic ball, says Bernie Fryer.
What the Knicks do when the ball does get inside, the top part of their defense just caves in quickly and tries to cut off any penetration. So you've got to take the shot quickly.
You see Rick Pitino on the sidelines. He will coach the entire game. It's stolen by Sidney Green and a foul by Dennis Johnson trying to get it back.
Boy, they're just trapping the ball all over the place, and you cannot lose your cool. You got to find the right man. Normally, the right man is in the middle someplace. If you can get the ball into the middle on the trap, most vulnerable part of the defense is away from the ball, and you can make a layup out of it. Got to beat the trap.
Cartwright wheels through and hits. That was a big league move. 5 points for Cartwright. 14-point Knick lead. The Knicks have scored the last 10 points. And they're near steal again. DJ. Rebound Cartwright. Outlet Jackson. Ahead to Wilkins. Easy two.
This is not funny anymore.
No, this is a blowout right now. 42-26 Knicks.
Out of the three young players, they have to find somebody that can hit some baskets for them or get the ball to the experienced veterans who can score, and the Knicks are alertly taking that away from them.
Blocking foul is going to be called on Bill Cartwright as Reggie Lewis came through. The Celtics have gone almost 4 minutes here the second quarter without scoring. Ewing back in, Cartwright out.
You know, you can't win championships and develop young players all at the same time, particularly three of them. And that's what the Celtics are attempting to do. It's not going to be an easy job for Casey Jones. Rookies make.
Parrish wants to go over Green. Does. Draws a foul.
New York foul by number 44, Sidney Green. His second.
Robert Parrish with 8:03 to go here in the half will have a chance to score the first Celtic points of this second quarter. You see Danny Ainge is back in. Reggie Lewis goes out.
Jerry Seasting, who was not able to play last few ball games because of a knee injury, might have been very important to his availability tonight to help beat that press and to hit that open jump shot. And Casey has gone with Reggie Lewis in favor of Connor Henry.
First points of the second quarter for the Celtics. They're down 14. Just under 8 minutes to go in the half. Ewing forces one up. It's an air ball.
Now look how quickly the Knicks get back on defense. There's a mismatch, and the Celtics don't spot it. Parrish being guarded by Walker. Now they do with the experience of Danny Ainge.
Lojas outside. Rebound Ewing. Off quickly to Jackson. Wilkins is ahead of the field. Walker will try. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Offensive foul. Kenny Walker. Walker thinks he's going to the free throw line.
Offensive foul on the Knicks, number 34, Kenny Walker, his second personal foul.
They really have to peck away and get some layups against a pressure defense, because nothing discourages a press defense more than when you convert layups. You've got to beat the trap quickly, advance the ball quickly after beating the trap, and then attack the basket.
The Knicks had 6 players on the floor. The crowd was looking for a technical foul. No one knew who to lead. Finally, Walker just ran off the court.
They should have really just inbounded the ball at that point. Would have gotten a technical foul.
Boston 0 for 8 here in the second quarter. See the Knicks setting up defensively. Celtics didn't get it off. Well, it would have counted according to the officials. But here comes Wilkins.
Boy, that was good pressure defense that time. Forced the Celtics to take a tough shot.
Wilkins traveled with the basketball as the Knicks begin to turn it over a little bit now. They're 5th. Trent Tucker in and Gerald Wilkins to the bench.
I will say one thing about the Knicks. They are playing with a purpose this season.
Now we're going to have a timeout. 6 minutes, 46 seconds left to play here first half. The Knicks are up by 14. I would like to say hi to some more viewers who are watching this game via tonight's free preview. So hello up there to people up at Green Mountain Cable, Paragon, Times Mirror, Amrak, Cox, Heritage Cable. Lots of systems joining us tonight for the first time here on Sports Channel, and we welcome you. The Celtics will get better. They've gone 5.5 minutes without a field goal here in the second quarter. They lead.
One of the things, Mike, when you play 3 rookies all at once who are coming in off the bench, it really is difficult to get started, get them into the ball game. They're very insecure, and they don't come in with a real positive attitude. So you're bound to give up points when they're all in together. And it's very difficult for Casey Jones to play him any other way right now with all these injuries.
Trent Tucker launches a 3 and hits it. First 3 of the night. 17-point Knick lead. Halfway through the second quarter. Robert Parrish won't go down. Tucker the rebound. Here comes Jackson. Wanted to get inside to Ewing. Patrick kicks it out, gets it back. Barely. Now he puts it on the floor. Gets 2. Patrick starts putting the ball on the floor here, and
nobody goes after him. That's
Dennis Johnson draws the foul from Newman. Ewing got the block, but DJ will go to the line.
the Celtics offense is really just deteriorating right now to Dennis Johnson and Robert Parrish trying to carry the load, and the other people aren't being included in it because they really are not confident that they can score.
There are, of course, many ways the Celtics miss Larry Bird. One of them tonight.
Well, we got to underline that for the entire ball game. Larry Bird has been carrying this ball club offensively in key situations and never let the game get out of hand. And without his adroitness of reading the game situations and his ability to capitalize on those situations, the Celtics are in big trouble at times.
2 assists tonight, Tom, in about 17 minutes of play for the Celtics.
Well, they missed an awful lot of inside stuff that they should have been able to score with.
Tony White Gets it back from Ewing. Launches one. Cummings trying to keep it alive, and they say the ball went off Fred Roberts. Knicks getting solid performances out of just about everyone who comes off the bench.
Well, McNeely, who's in there for the Knicks right now, is a crackerjack rebounder too.
Cummings kicks it off. Ewing stripped on the way up, but a reach-in foul is called.
The Celtics in the training camp, the exhibition games, really emphasize the fast break. And that is one way to beat a press defense is don't let it form up. Don't let it get totally organized. Beat it by advancing the ball as quickly as possible. And that the Celtics have not been able to do tonight. So all their shots are more or less to the same style of last season, half-court offense. With no layups.
There's that mystery buzzer again.
Now, this is going to be a symbolic victory for the Knicks. You know, in their minds right now, they're so young they don't really appreciate that they're beating the Celtics without Kevin McHale and Larry Bird. All that they're going to remember is we beat Boston in Boston. And at this particular point in the season for the Knicks, that is very important for their morale.
As Johnson nearly walked trying to avoid the pressure. Inside it goes. Akers kicks it out. DJ. He penetrates over Ewing. Won't go down. Parrish the offensive board, stripped by Cummings. Reach in foul Knicks. And it could be Ewing.
You know, eventually when you play a press defense and it becomes aggressive and you throw a couple of little tricks, different guys rotating in other directions than perhaps you anticipate, the normal defense, little tricky things, boy, it disrupts an organized offense. And you really have to have a complete offense designed to beat a press.
Celtics have missed 6 free throws in the game, and Ainge is stripped as he tried to line up a three-pointer. Here comes Tucker. And the traveling violations called on McNeely as the Knicks were looking to push their lead over 20. The Celtics have scored 3 points in the second quarter. There are only 4.5 minutes to play in the half. Ainge around a screen. Roberts the rebound. Cummings the foul. Basket won't go down, but Fred will be at the line.
I tell you, Fred Roberts right now, I think, is so anxious to score that he's not playing free and easy with a lot of confidence. You saw him miss the layup at the end of the quarter. But here he's hanging tough. He's battling. He comes away with the ball and then makes a good play, gets underneath Cummings, and he's mad at himself for not making it. But he's got to more or less keep his composure right now, keep his cool, and give the Celtics a solid 15 points a ball game.
Got himself 9 here tonight. Celtics a little trap of their own. McNeely finds Tucker. Cummings takes it himself and hits.
I'll tell you, there's a guy that if the Knicks want to get rid of him, the Celtics wouldn't mind having Pat Cummings.
Mark Akers on a wing. Finds Danny. Wide open. Won't go down. Rebound McNeely. Break to Tucker.
Yeah, when you
White
take
McNeely with him.
You take those outside shots against the press defense and there's a long rebound. Boy, you can convert that into fast break opportunities quickly.
Ewing, tough shot.
Yeah, he is having a ball game here this first half.
13 first half points for Ewing. 21-point Knick lead. The Celtics are 0 for 13 from the field in the second quarter. Here comes Bob Thornton just off the injured list into the ball game.
See where
Bill Cartwright coming in.
You see what Bird's psychological value is to this ball club. When a team starts to go bad, Larry Bird puts the mantle on his own shoulders to hit those outside shots and helps give confidence to everybody else.
McNeely.
Now this crowd is getting restive. And I think it's very, very unfair. They ought to be right in this ball game, cheering this ball club right now, because the Celtics, without Larry Bird, are going to be a disorganized team.
Greg Kite comes in. Robert Parrish goes out. The Knick lead is 23.
I think the crowd is sitting here and saying to themselves, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
I can't.
Last place Knicks. Now, that's what Larry Bird means to this ball club, the leadership. The really understanding of game situations from a psychological standpoint. Dennis Johnson has tried to assume that role tonight, but he has been unsuccessful. Bob Cousy used to do that for our ball club. Take the shot, make the play to really destroy the morale of the other team.
Knicks taking a 20-second timeout. 3 minutes, 1 second left to play in the half. You know, there's only one thing better than a Celtics win, and that's celebrating that win with an ice-cold Budweiser. Boston Celtic fans, this one's for you. This Bud's for you. This game, I'm not sure about. 54-33. 21-point Knick lead. Patrick Ewing having himself a night.
Well, this is an all-pro shot right now. A little turnaround jumper against a real good defensive center, Robert Parrish, who's on his shooting hand and gets it up over the top. Just got to the top a little bit quicker than Robert Parrish.
The Celtics have gone 9.5 minutes without scoring a field goal.
And it's almost like they don't have a clue on how to do it. Danny Ainge's outside shooting has turned cold.
Mark Jackson, he's been hot. Not this time. McNeely, a strong offensive rebound. Kicks it off in traffic. Blocked by Akers. Tipped out of bounds, and Knicks get it back.
And the Knicks read the defense beautifully that time and rolled it around. And lucky for the Celtics, the Knicks didn't score.
Tucker's basket will not count. Mike Mathis has got a Knick foul. Bill Cartwright picks up another one, his third.
This is probably the worst type of team to play when you lose your star player. A team that's going to cause disorganization anyway.
Greg Kite inside. Akers. 7 points for Dennis Johnson. 21-point Knick lead. Cummings throws one up and hits. You get the feeling anything the Knicks throw up is going in tonight.
Well, this is their night. And unless they fall asleep at halftime. Celtics have had difficulty on the offensive glass. They've had difficulty on the outside. They've had difficulty handling the ball.
DJ still won't go down. Dennis the reach. Backed up. Still won't go down. Tap won't go down. Dennis again. And a foul. And a hard one.
Here's a guy that's going to quit. He will hang tough. He's in the pack and gets the shot away, and then on the rebound sticks with it, comes up with it again. Good up fake, and baby, he is playing hard.
Hit by 3 different people there. That's missed at least 7 free throws.
Well, you know what happens? Take you out of your normal offensive rhythm, where you like to take your shots. Next thing you know, you start to miss a little bit. You get behind, you start to press a little bit more, take tougher shots. And the next thing you're down by 15 and you're in real trouble. You've got to beat the press with layups. And that means aggressively getting it up the court, one pass and a swing. And take it strong to the hoop and let them foul you on the layup rather than just like the Knicks are doing right there.
Kite some aggressive defense. However, it's going to be Knick ball, says Bernie Fryer. Greg Kite with the block down low, but then couldn't control it. Some bodies banging off the ball here tonight. Thornton right now trying to post up Dennis Johnson just to the right of the screen. You can't see it. There you go. Right corner. Tucker again. Thornton just flattened Dennis Johnson, laid it in, and got a foul from Danny Ainge.
There's one thing I'm going to say about this Knicks team. This is the first time I've seen the Knicks in shape in a lot of years.
Newman in, Tucker out. Tucker had 5 points here in the second quarter. With 40 seconds left to go in the quarter, the Celtics have not scored a field goal. You're hearing me right. They have not scored a field goal in the second quarter. Well, Thornton's getting 3-point plays on. This is going to be Boston's last chance to get a field goal here in the half. Roberts over Newman. Won't go. Rebound McNeely. And the Knicks can take the final shot. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Tony White blocked by Kite, picked off by Akers. 2-1. Didn't get the shot up, but does Bernie Fry have a foul? No, he doesn't. We have played a half here at the Boston Garden. Jimmy Rogers, Casey Jones, a few words for Bernie Fryer. Need more than words here, though. The Celtics are getting crushed at halftime. Welcome back to the Boston Garden. There is the halftime score, and yes, indeed, it's correct. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn, and I would say in this half, Rick Pitino probably has made believers of his players, Tom.
I think it's very important for his ball club that all this energy that they're expending be reinforced with a key win. This is that key win. I think the Celtics tonight have to prove to themselves that they can do something without Larry Bird, and I think this third quarter is very important for this ball club to loosen up, play basketball, and get some of those young players perhaps involved in the offense to get them a little confidence that they can play in the NBA.
As Yogi said, it's not over till it's over, so stick around. That second half's coming up. There is no listing in the NBA record book for fewest field goals in a quarter, but if there was, it would be 0. And the Celtics, unfortunately, would be there. 11 of 42 shooting for Boston. They did not score a field goal in the second quarter. They were 0 for 19. The Knicks, meanwhile, 57% shooting, winning the battle of the boards. The Knicks are winning just about everything here tonight. They lead by 25.
And they've got buckets full of confidence right now.
Ewing, strong first half. Begins the second half the same way as he scores over Parrish and draws a foul.
And you know what comes to the fore? It's the frustrations of prior years. When you feel that you've got a chance to beat Boston in Boston, you're going to play extra hard right now. It's going to be awfully difficult for the Celtics to turn this ball game around.
Ewing leads all scorers with 16. Celtics want to go inside to Parrish. There it goes. Over Ewing. No good off the glass. Ainge the rebound. Blocked by Walker. Picked off by Ewing. Restolen by Day. Parrish for 2. And Robert and Darren both get out in a hump under the basket. DJ pulls down the miss. Here comes Danny.
Celtics really have to attack the hoop right now.
Darren Day. Foul is going to go, I believe, on Mark Jackson.
Now that is the way to beat a pressure off defense, is get the ball off the boards and really push it hard at the defense. Good play that time by Boston. Now they've got to get their act together and not let that Knicks pressure defense form up. It forces Boston to play a pressure offense, which is not the way the Celtics have been able to score points tonight. In fact, every time they faced it with a half-court offense, they have not been able to even make a basket.
Nick Lee, 24.
And Casey Jones at halftime. What do you say?
Ewing again, not this time. Oh, and it is called New York ball. Looked like Sidney Green came over the top and knocked it out of bounds. Fryer said no.
And here's the move to stop the penetration. DJ trying over the top to hold off Sidney Green.
Green, tough shot, won't go down. Dennis Johnson's rebound.
Here comes the hard push.
Danny fakes the three, takes the two, and hits.
Now that's the way. The defense was never able to get set up, and the Celtics had some openings for their favorite shot.
Quickly, the Knicks want time. 10:32 to go in the third, and the crowd comes alive.
Here's pressure offense. Get the ball quickly off the boards. Get it up the court as fast as you can before the defense forms. As Parrish right in the gut of the defense, it makes everybody move down and protect. They have to go out and lunge at Danny Ainge. That's his favorite shot. He's got some rhythm.
Darren Day, the steal off the back waiting for him. Darren looking to go on Walker. Does. Rebound Fred Roberts. Foul New York.
I'll tell you, it's such a shame that Fred Roberts has had such difficulty scoring baskets tonight because he's hustling all over the place.
Kenny Walker picked up the foul, his third. In it goes to Parrish. Roberts spins away from Ewing.
Well, this 5 is getting mad.
Boston now with the quick feed on the defensive end. Wilkins swallowed up. Ewing tries about a 17-footer. And a 3-second violation against Sidney Green.
Celtics very.
Ball over 4 times in 2.5 minutes. On the cut, Day, good move, rejected by Ewing out of bounds. Patrick.
Nice pass to Darren Day, but a good move by Ewing to cut away the layup. Will stay Boston ball.
Day penetrates. Got it!
Take it to the hoop. Beautiful.
Celtics have now scored 10 straight points after the Knicks had the lead to 28. And the crowd very much in the ball game. After sitting on their hands for the first half. Jackson will try. Misses. Ewing rebound. Goes. 18 for Ewing, who leads all scorers.
Can't hold it up. Don't waste the clock. Got to get in position for a good shot. Way outside 10 seconds.
Danny, a runner. Goes. Gerald Wilkins forces one up and hits on the baseline.
Give me a break.
Interesting. Roberts is covered by Ewing. Parrish is covered by Thornton. And the blocking foul is going to go on Kenny Walker. He picks up his 4th. That will bring McNeely off the bench.
The more the Celtics play half-court offense, the bigger the advantage to the Knicks right now. Better rebound angle, off push-up.
Mark. Celtics would like to find him. They do. Foul Jackson. Celtics. Ewing immediately double teamed. White launches one. Gets the bounce. Knicks immediately double at half court. Day wants to post up White. DJ loops it in. Good and a foul.
Celtics are searching out beautifully the mismatches. And when you have a pressing defense, every once in a while, somebody will end up with the wrong player, like now, with White having to guard Darren Day. And when you make your move quickly, you end up with the basket and the foul. There's the Celtics with a little aggressive defense, taking the Knicks out of their offensive pattern.
Bob Thornton hits a runner. Getting some offense from amazing places here. They being the Knicks. Danny lines up three. Got it!
One Celtic has got to take control of this game. It looks like Dennis Johnson is doing it with a big assist from Danny Ainge here in this quarter.
Gerald Wilkins. Rebound off to Ainge. Up ahead, DJ. Almost lost it on the pull-up. Now the Celtics will set up. Parrish double team. Dennis penetrates. Dumps it off Roberts. Good move. Foul. Fred goes to the line.
The Knicks have been trained over the last couple of years that anything going close to the hoop, you foul the player, and that's starting to take its toll too, as the Celtics are taking it to the hoop and taking it strong.
And the Knicks are over the limit here with still 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Boston just one foul. Fred Roberts at the line. Celtics trying to come back.
If the Celtics can get it back down to 10 points by the end of this quarter, that will be a major accomplishment. They'll be right back in this game.
Fred Roberts now in double figures with 10. Parrish has 15. Ainge has 14. Ewing goes one-on-one and hits.
Got to hit him with a double as soon as he puts it on the floor.
Got to hit him with a club tonight. He's got 20. Fred Roberts, tough fall away. Doesn't go down. Tipped out of bounds. Boy, every out-of-bounds play has gone against the Celtics tonight.
Fred Roberts took the ball to the basket strong and then used that fadeaway. And as soon as he did that, the potential foul situation went out the window.
Ewing and Day in a mismatch that the Knicks are trying to find. Instead, they go to Thornton, and a foul is called.
Now, that was not an intelligent foul by Robert Parrish. Thornton is not going to kill you down there.
Robert Parrish, his third personal foul, second of the team. Foul goes Thornton at the line.
Bob Thornton just activated off the injured list.
Little bit of vim and vigor going on here by the Celtics. Aggressiveness. I don't care what happens in this ball game. This quarter is very important. The Celtics came out a very determined crew in the third quarter.
Reggie Lewis in for Darren Day. Darren had 7 points here in the third quarter.
Now that's going to put Reggie at the quick forward spot. Perhaps give the Celtics another ball handler to beat this press and attack the hoop and get some fast breaks.
Again, we welcome all our
viewers tonight.
Casey Jones opting for quickness.
And Reggie Lewis, the quick hands, enabled the steal. It's tapped away, though, by Tucker. And that's carrying the basketball, says Mike Mathis. Tony White, a little too tricky. 13 turnovers on the Knicks. Danny for three. Got him!
coming alive. They're going to root this team through to the fourth quarter.
It's getting closer. 75-61. The 28-point lead of the Knicks has been cut in half. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Minolta. Only from the mind of Minolta comes Maxim, the ultimate autofocus SLR system. With Maxim, you'll never see life the same way again.
You know, Mike, what the Celtics have shown here in this third quarter is that they've become totally aggressive. Instead of, like in the first half, reacting to the Knicks defense, they're making the Knicks react to their offense. And that only comes about when you advance the ball quickly and put heat on the defense, and it's having a great effect, and it's given the Celtics a lot of confidence and got their shooting eyes back in rhythm.
And Celtic fans, don't forget, be on tap Monday, November 23rd, as the Celtics travel to the Hartford Civic Center to host Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. Join us at 7:15 for the pregame show. That should be a dandy with our first look at the season of Michael Jordan, who is back now leading the NBA in scoring. Bird is second.
And they've got a rookie there, Scott Pippen, that I saw that is going to be quite a player. And they've got a very, very effective bench score.
I understand.
Horace Grant is pretty effective, and Artis Gilmore is the backup center. As old as he is, he's still effective for them in the timely way they play him.
I understand all the newspapers in Chicago are waiting for that rookie to win a game with a rebound basket at the buzzer so they can say a Pippen tippin'.
That's Pippen. Oh, come on. Leave the booth, please. Casey Jones has to be a happy coach right now. He's lost a few wrinkles in that brow because his team is on its toes, and they have become aggressive themselves defensively. That's translating into very good offense.
Roberts out on Thornton. DJ's got Tucker. Ainge has got White. Parrish on Cartwright, and Lewis has got the ball. Reggie Lewis weaving his way, throws it up, partially blocked, and Mathis has got an offensive foul.
Oh, boy.
Goodness. That's a rookie foul. Cartwright misses. Reggie the rebound. Off to DJ.
Go get him now. Push it, push it, push it.
Dennis looking to penetrate. Gives it up. Reggie couldn't get the handle. Back to Danny. Inside Parrish. Spins on Cartwright. Yes! Oh, no!
Oh, boy. I tell you, they're getting no breaks whatsoever right now as they're making a real determined bid. Parrish had his man beaten. That ordinarily means you get the basket.
There's the foul.
There, there's the foul. He's up and moving at the step. That's usually a continuation play, but they say no soap. Well, he gets 1-on-1 for 2, but that was a three-point play.
Parrish 3 of 7 from the free throw line as we look at Ewing lacing up and coming back in. Cartwright goes to the bench.
They can get one of those big guys out of that ball game, or at least Leary, particularly Ewing. They have to attack him, just not be threatened by him. They got to make him be great, make him block shots. That creates foul situations.
Reggie Lewis the near steal on a late at Thornton. That gets Rick Pitino up near half court. The crowd really backing the Celtic defense here. Gerald Wilkins up to Ewing. Tucker thought about 3. White will take it. Tony White's done a nice job off the Knicks bench. He's got 6. Ainge backing his way in on White. Takes a bump. Misses the shot. Parrish the offensive rebound. Swallowed up and kicks it out to DJ. Robert wants to go on Ewing. Hits over the top.
Get it in there for the man. Ewing's going to be a little protective right now. He's got some fouls.
Mathis, I believe, just called a foul on Danny Ainge, didn't he?
No, on Reggie Lewis. Oh, it was on Ainge.
Yes. Knicks lead is 13. Tony White again. Back rims it. Ewing the rebound. He traveled with it.
Enough white jerseys surrounded the ball that Patrick couldn't find a place to put it on the floor.
Up it comes to Lewis. Reggie takes it to the hole. Parrish! And a traveling violation's called on Lewis. No basket.
The Knicks have got 3 quick players in there. Wilkins, White, and Trent Tucker. And Casey Jones alertly brought Reggie Lewis off the bench to match that quickness. And it's paying dividends right now for the Celtics. Even though Reggie got caught for that travel, he's being aggressive and helping out defensively.
Lewis on Tony White up front. Looped in the corner to Wilkins. Ainge right with him. And Fred Roberts and Thornton are going to go at it. And Ainge is right on Thornton's back, and so is Lohas.
Fred Roberts and Thornton have been going at each other. Every time Fred Roberts posted up, Thornton just laid a claw on his shoulder and a thump behind the head. And I think Fred, up this end of the court, did the same to Thornton. Here's Fred Roberts not letting Thornton get that position. And Thornton trying to nuzzle him down in there. And threw an elbow back at Fred. Fred now moved him out a little bit.
So Thornton and Fred Roberts have been ejected from the game. That's a little quick.
I see it from a different angle as Fred Roberts is fighting Thornton for position. Thornton bumping back at him. And Roberts being nudged out of there by Thornton with the big move from behind. And they're just banging each other. And it was happening up the other end, too, as Thornton hit him from behind. Here they go at each other. Fred Roberts doesn't get angry too often. Kind of a placid fella.
Yeah.
That looked like Vesuvius erupting there.
Well, won't be the first fight, or the last fight, rather, that a Rick Pitino team's been involved in.
Celtics come back with Darren Day to take Roberts' place, so they're really going to be speedy, quick, and defensive-minded.
Near steal, Parrish. Ewing almost picked off by Ainge. Nick Ball, but the Celtics are everywhere.
They're just buzzing around the ball, rotating, get their feet moving. What looks like an opening gets closed down quickly with all those quick feet out there.
Wilkins looking to penetrate. Does. Won't go down. Darren Day, a strong rebound. He came in for Fred Roberts.
But got to push it hard now. And Trent Tucker has stopped the initial rush of the attack of the Celtics.
Parrish squares up on Ewing. Little fake. Takes it. Got it!
This is starting to rattle the Knicks a little bit. And poise is starting to evaporate.
20 points for Robert Parrish, and the Garden is jumping.
Boy, that almost broke the glass, that shot by Tucker.
Ewing got away with a walk and drew a foul.
Danny Ainge almost picked it off on a double along the baseline, just missed it by a ½ inch. And here comes Danny along the baseline, almost picks it away. And Robert Parrish trying to protect the middle. There's a little walk. What's going on here in this game?
Connor Henry will see his first action of the night as Ewing clanks the first one.
There's life in the old barn in this quarter.
It sure is.
Oh-ho! Psychologically, the Knicks needed those 2 free throws.
Darren Day penetrates. Got it! The Celtics have it under 10. Nearly thrown away. 5 on the shot clock. Tucker hits a 3. That's big. That is big. Danny trying to answer. Loose underneath. Tucker the ball.
Now, that was a bad shot by Danny. It should have gotten into Parrish, taken it to the hoop. Outside shots they don't need right now.
Sidney Green, runner off the glass. The Knicks have it back to a 14-point lead, and the Celtics will look for the final shot here of the third. That Trent Tucker three-pointer was a killer. Darren Day, little runner, hits off the glass. 11 third-quarter points for Darren Day. The Knicks hustling back, trying to get a bucket. He walked with it, is right. Celtic ball with 1 second to go in the quarter.
You see, the Knicks don't have their offense so together that they know what to do if they get harassed with a press defense.
Ainge lets it fly. Reggie. And now the Knicks will get the ball and a chance to throw one up.
And they'll take it out of bounds from where Danny inbounded it, which puts it right on the Knick end of the court. That was not a good play by Danny.
Wilkins trying to get it in, finds White. He throws it up. The Celtics have cut the Knick lead in half. It was 25 at the half. It's down to 12 after 3.
Good harassing defense confuses the Knicks too, and Robert Parrish had it right in his hands. Here's Tucker from way downtown with the three-pointer that really helped still a little of that psychological advantage that the Celtics were gaining over the Knicks.
Ewing, Green, Wilkins, White, and Tucker on the floor for the Knicks.
Robert Parrish on the bench. Akers in for him.
Reggie Lewis will start the fourth quarter. Tries to go on Tucker, knocked out of bounds. Connor Henry, Reggie Lewis, Dennis Johnson, Mark Akers, and Darren Day on the floor for Boston.
They've got to find some offense right now out of this crew.
DJ double team, skips through, short with it, loose ball. Who's got it? Wilkins. Tucker finds White. He penetrates, misses, loose ball. Darren Day saves it. Akers got it. Great hustle by Day.
Connor Henry slowing it down, and there's open people that are trying to get into a half-court offense, and they should really be playing scramble offense right now against this Knick team. That's what helped cut that lead to 12.
Crowd wants Connor to put it up. He drives on White, kicks it back to Day. Lewis was open underneath. They didn't see him, but Darren drew a foul.
If the Celtics waste so much time in the backcourt and then slow it down and try to get into a deliberate offense, they're going to be taking shots under the gun, under 5 seconds. That is not good offense. Best thing to do with this unit right now, I think, is play scramble offense. Get the ball on the glass, rebound. Don't let the defense of the Knicks set up.
Day tries to take it to Sidney Green, kicks it off. Akers won't go down. Knicks by 12, and they got the ball.
There's plenty of scrap left in the Celtics right now.
Tucker loses it out of bounds. Boston can get it to 10.
They're virtually forgetting about Akers, and that ought to give free rein to Patrick Ewing.
Boston ball.
Patrick Ewing.
Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Rick, sit down.
Yeah, please sit down. Give us all a break.
He did. He heard you.
Day over Green. And Sidney Green picks up a foul.
That was a debatable one. I agree with you, Mike. You gave me a look on that one. But Darren Day is perhaps the one guy in the Celtics on the floor right now that can really make some one-on-one moves. He's got good, strong moves to the hoop. And if you beat him to the spot, he's got some good fall-away shots under control. And the Celtics trying to use him more offensively in this quarter.
Darren, even though he missed that, is in the midst of his best offensive night of the year with 14. Knicks by 11. In it goes Day, the near steal on Ewing. Jackson finds Wilkins. Misses baseline. Loose ball. Wilkins saves it into Jackson. Kick past Tucker. Looks for three. Akers the rebound. Out of the pack. Ahead for DJ. Dennis fouled by Tucker. 2 shots.
I'll tell you, that is exactly what they have to do. Get the rebound, get it up the court, put the heat on the Knicks defense. Beautiful, beautiful play by Akers to carve out room to get that rebound. First of all, you watch him in the middle of your screen. I mean, he creates space for himself, makes sure he's got the spot to pick it off, and just lays it up in front of DJ. And that's nothing but a foul situation all the way.
DJ will get a couple.
Attack, attack, attack. Take it to him, take it to him.
Sounds like a football cheer.
That's it. Don't let that aggressive defense take control. Take them out of the game.
The Celtics are back to 9.
Without Larry Bird.
Akers is covering Ewing and doing a nice job denying the ball on that side. Now Green's trying to post up Day, and Darren pushes him out of the spot. Green takes it, misses it. DJ the rebound. Up to Danny.
Great aggressive defense by the Celtics that time. They got in a passing lane. Green had nobody to pass to. Had to take a poor shot.
Day wants to work on Green again. Ewing took that off the cylinder. Here comes Tucker.
Darren Day is settling for that outside shot. He's not taking it to the hoop like he was before.
And a quick whistle by Mike Mathis.
Mackerel, Mike Mathis, give me a break.
The foul will be on Mark Akers.
Holy mackerel. Let's see it. Let's look at this one. What? Come on, Mike.
Knicks get a fresh 24. Wilkins top of the key. Reggie Lewis in the game covering him. Swallows him up when he loses the dribble. Back to Tucker, who waves some people away. Trying to work on Dennis Johnson. Looking to go inside. They find Ewing. Immediate double team. Jackson looks for three. Short with it. Dennis Johnson the rebound.
Go.
Kick it off, Reggie Lewis. Pull up jumper. Yeah! Timeout, Knicks. 7 straight for the Celtics. The Knick lead, once 28, is now 7. The Whalers face off against Adams Division rivals, the Buffalo Sabres. Rick Peckham and Jerry Cheevers bring you the tape-delayed coverage tonight at midnight.
Important change by Rick Pitino. He's put Kenny Walker in the ball game. The Celtics will be much, much smaller than the Knicks. Lewis will be guarding Walker, Darren Day, Green, and Akers, Patrick Ewing.
Inside, Ewing takes it and hits it.
Celtics out so far, denying swing passes and what have you. It was tough to get to the double team of Ewing.
Those are the first 2 points for the Knicks here in the fourth quarter. 7:50 remain in the game. The Knick lead is 9. Danny Ainge, little juke move on Mark Jackson, the pull-up jumper, back rims it. Rebound, Kenny Walker.
Where is Robert Parrish right now? He certainly could help.
Wilkins kicks it in. Ewing takes a turnaround. No. And Mathis has got a foul the other way, this time on Ewing.
That double team got to Patrick Ewing just quick enough to cause him some problems. And Robert Parrish off the bench, about to report in for Darren Day. So the Celtics will have a low post option to go with. And Casey Jones is match size with a little bit of size of his own right now.
Akers stays in the game. Lewis will be the quick forward. Robert kicks it out to DJ. Dennis, the jumper. In and out. Akers over the top, the foul on Sidney Green.
Foul was number 22 of Mark Peters, third personal foul, second of the team.
7 minutes, 1 second left to play. Boston Garden 84-75. Knicks by 9 with the ball.
But Casey Jones has let Reggie Lewis in the ball game too. And he'll be defending against Kenny Walker.
Without Bird, without McHale, and without Fred Roberts, who was tossed for fighting. Cartwright wants it. In and out. Good rebound. Green stolen by Ainge.
Everybody's back rebounding. Lots of white jerseys around the ball on the misses.
Dennis Johnson uses a Paris screen. Now Robin rolls to the hoop. Gets the ball. Foul. Sidney Green.
That was a pick and roll opportunity, but the quick jump out by Cartwright really cut down the passing angle of Robert Parrish, and DJ couldn't get him the ball on the quick roll.
Celtics take a timeout. 6:25 to go in the game. They're down by 9. Back for the final 6:25 of this one at the Boston Garden. And again, we welcome lots of viewers around New England joining us for the first time tonight. Hope you'll stay with us all year long. The Celtics down 25 at the half, 28 in the third quarter, are now back to within 9. Reggie Lewis, Dennis Johnson, Mark Akers, Robert Parrish, Danny Ainge on the floor for Boston. Not much scoring here in the fourth quarter. Only 7 points in 5.5 minutes total. Wants the ball, battling with Cartwright, takes him in the paint. Ball away won't go. Sidney Green, a big rebound over Dennis Johnson.
Celtics did a great job with that harassing defense with the quick forward up there. And so far they have not been able to retain that upbeat defense. Even though Reggie Lewis is in the game, I think he's a little spent.
DJ called on the reach-in, third on the Celtics. 14 fouls have been called on the Knicks. Cartwright takes it through and is hit by Akers on the way by.
Robert Parrish really worked Cartwright up the lane, but he showed him the middle and allowed him to get into the pack. And even though Akers went up there and batted away the ball, there was contact, so Cartwright at the line. Now the Knicks have regained the measure of poise, and off the bench comes Darren Day, who I'm sure will replace Lewis. And this is going to be what the Celtics will try and win the ball game with coming down the stretch. Darren Day's got some offense he can lay at the Knicks. And I don't think Reggie really did.
Not yet.
Not enough experience. Takes an awful lot to come back from 25 points at halftime. Celtics will have to go and really do the job right now. Defensively, hold them for at least 2 trips up the court in the next 2 minutes. And score themselves.
DJ shut off from the baseline, kicks it out to Day.
Boy, and here comes that Knicks defense against the half court.
Danny for 3. And I mean a long 3.
That could be the shot of the ball game that gets the Celtics back in it. Nothing as demoralizing as you're playing aggressive defense and somebody beats you with a 3.
Gerald Wilkins trying to go baseline. Ainge shutting him off. Cartwright, quick shot. Won't go. Akers the rebound.
Get it out and push it.
Danny wants another one. Got it! .5:01 to go in the game. It's down to 4.
I said just before this all happened that the Celtics would have to hold them twice without a score and come up and score themselves. Needless to say, Danny Ainge's 3-point plays and answering those no scores by the Knicks causes an awful lot of poise problems for Rick Pitino in his huddle and saying, you guys really have to do it, gut it out. Celtics are back in this one, and if the Knicks aren't a little bit rattled by now, I'll be very, very surprised. Casey Jones has rotated his people in this second half just beautifully.
Here comes Jackson. Ainge has got him. Wilkins pops out. Dennis Johnson right on him. Wilkins lost it momentarily. Walker misses. Rebound out of bounds. And Mathis has got a foul. It'll be on Ainge.
And Ainge back in there aggressively helping out on the boards as Green had a clear path to the rebound as it went long into the corner.
Celtics now over the limit. Sidney Green will go to the line.
I think Sidney's going to have to take about 3 deep breaths on this one. All right.
Pretty smooth on that one. Got to move.
2 big free throws.
Knicks by 6. DJ needs a little help. Day comes to the ball.
And the Knicks are playing tough defense right now.
Darren baseline. Can't hit. Parrish the offensive rebound. Walker the foul.
It would be very nice to get Kenny Walker out of the ball game right now.
That's 5.
Because Kenny Walker can do a creditable defensive job on Darren Day. Casey Jones up the other end of the court talking to Darren saying, now look, you got to have a little bit more poise. Take a look inside to see if Parrish is open too, because we got him working against Patrick Ewing, who's got to be protecting himself with a few fouls.
Free throws have just killed the Celtics tonight.
Well, more than that. But this second half, without Larry Bird and the determination and the competitiveness that the Celtics have shown, has been simply something that becomes glue to be able to play without a Larry Bird.
4:20 to go in the game. Wilkins nowhere to go. Jackson open, front rims it. Dennis Johnson the rebound. Celtics down by 5, looking to get back to 3.
Get it up the court. Get it inside.
Parrish wants to go on Ewing. Backs him in. Couple of fakes. A traveling violation is called by Mike Mathis. I don't blame you, Case. Even Robert Parrish is having words with Mathis up the other end. Green pops out. Inside, Wilkins takes it through, misses. Walker a rebound, he gets hammered. That's 5 on Robert Parrish.
Celtics got to get down there and really harass anytime the ball gets in the low post. Get to the quick double teams, make them move the ball around, put them under the gun, take them out of their normal rhythm. They're going to try and get the ball either Green or Patrick Ewing down the low post. And you got to make them try and beat you from the outside under pressure.
First 2 points of the night for Kenny Walker. It extends the Knick lead to 7. 3:44 to go.
And needless to say, you have to rebound every single miss that the Knicks make.
DJ wants to work on Wilkins. Bumps his way in. Shoots over him and hits. 12 for Dennis Johnson, a 5-point game.
Well, this has been a gutty second half.
Gerald Wilkins stripped by Dennis Johnson. Ainge! The crowd wanted the ball off Walker, but Danny Ainge, great hustle.
The last time I saw a man do something like that was Dave Cowens in the playoffs. What an aggressive, hard play. Good strip by DJ. Look at Ainge go to the floor, and of course he's over the line. Good call by Mathis. That is wanting it.
Jackson looking for Green, gives it instead to Walker. Akers and Green are battling. Ewing walked with the ball.
Well, they got him on one of those, boy. He looked like he was taking a Greyhound trip a couple of times when going to the hoop.
21 turnovers on the Knicks.
Got to get it to the right place and score right here.
Dennis Johnson, Ainge, open. Got it!
Very bad defense by the Knicks. Nobody jumped out on that double pin down to shake Danny Ainge loose at the foul line.
3-point game with 2.5 to play. Wilkins late with the pass. Ewing was open. Walker hits outside. Big shot from Kenny Walker. Dennis Johnson. Ewing cuts him off baseline, looking to find Parrish. Gets Ainge instead. Danny forces one and got it!
There's no place to go as Parrish was double teamed. There could have been a zone defense called as they had Parrish double teamed and he didn't have the ball. That's illegal defense.
Bedlam here at the Garden. Ewing top of the key. Jackson is going to have to take it. Throws it up. Parrish has got it. Stolen and a foul. Jackson reaching in. Parrish will go to the line.
So you wanted to be a coach in the NBA, Rick, huh?
One-point game. Inside, Ewing missed the layup. And a jump ball between Sidney Green and Danny Ainge.
I don't know who it was. I think it was Darren Day, but boy, he made Patrick Ewing change the direction of that cram shot that he had in mind. What hustle here by the Celts in the second half. Fantastic.
Ainge and Green set to go up at the free throw line. Green probably looking to back tap to Walker.
There's an opening created for Wilkins or Ewing to get it inside.
Tap is controlled, tracked down by Wilkins.
And that's a perfect spot. That was where the opening was. Green controlled it beautifully.
Celtics need a big defensive stopper here. Wilkins to Jackson, 9 on the shot clock. Inside Ewing. Foul Ainge, number 5.
Well, a double team just a little bit late. That puts Patrick at the line to think about extending the Knicks lead to 3.
Ewing 2 of 5 tonight from the free throw line. .23 for Ewing unofficially. Knicks by 2. Knicks by 3. Big offensive trip, to say the least, for the Celtics. Danny's got Jackson on him. Launches a 3. Got it! We're tied at 93!
I'll tell you, that Danny Ainge, what a competitor. Here's Danny Ainge, comes way out, and the rookie Jackson on him. Ainge gets him down low, looking for the ball. He goes at it, and then that little move with his experience knows that he'll never be able to get his hand back up to give him trouble on his shot, and it's 3. Here's it from another angle. Gets Jackson leaning, bending down. There's a little hand flick, and by that time the shot is off and away. Oh, boy.
30 points for Danny Ainge. A Celtic record 6 3-point field goals.
Danny Ainge had that shot in his brain from the moment he got the ball. And the rookie made the cardinal mistake. He dug at the ball at the wrong time, figuring, hey, Danny's not going to shoot it from out there. And maybe next year he'll understand that Danny will shoot the ball from out there. Has this been a game?
Has this been a game?
Wow.
Huh?
Well, the Knicks now will have possession of the ball, needless to say. The Celtics going to get another shot as there's 45 seconds left to go. Celtics have to really do one of 2 things. Either block a shot, which is not the good gamble, but to try and make them take a poor shot, double down the big guys if they try to go inside the Knicks. And then on any miss, they have to control the rebound. The old adage, give them 1 shot, but not 2.
From 28 points down, the Boston Celtics have come back to tie it at 93.
Let's see who the Knicks have the most confidence in to score. This is your go-to guy stage. Celtics are going to be out there pressing a little bit.
Into Mark Jackson. Celtics look to double team.
Pretty good move. A little pressure defense might take them out of what they want to do.
Wilkins waving people away. Backing in on DJ. Now he waves Ewing into the post. They've come to the other side. 3 on the shot clock. Jackson forced one up. Rebound Akers. Boston has a chance to win the game. The Knicks couldn't get a shot off. Ha! I love it. I love it.
The Celtics closed down the inside game beautifully. Did not allow anybody to get the ball into Patrick Ewing or Green. And Mark Jackson, the rookie, was under the gun with 3 seconds left. He had to do something with it. And he just tried to put it up off the glass and hope that one of the Knicks could get the rebound. But Akers, who really demonstrates that the rebound is sublime, came up with the biggie.
Again, to all the folks who are joining us tonight for the first time, we told you this was fun.
There it comes. There's Parrish. He's fighting for the spot, and they couldn't get the ball to him, and Jackson had to take the shot. And look at Akers. Great block out of Sidney Green, and right in front of his face, he pulls the ball off the glass. Now what the Celtics have got to do, they've got a couple of places to go to. Robert Parrish for one, and on the double team, hit the open man with a Danny Ainge, get the Knicks defense rotating. They can also try and clear out one side of the floor for Darren Day perhaps to go one-on-one. Or another cute move right now might be Dennis Johnson in the low post. Well, I can remember way back, grandson, when I was at a Celtic game against the Knicks, and they came from 28 down.
By then, it'll be 48 down,
That's right.
The Knicks will put full court pressure on Boston.
Reggie Lewis is in there, too, now, offensively for ball control. Where's Ainge?
He's going to inbound the ball.
All right, so Akers is out. They're going to go for the shot. Akers might have helped them on the offensive glass, but they need the extra ball handler in there against the anticipated Knick pressure.
And there will indeed be Knick pressure. Dennis Johnson comes to the ball and gets it. Brings it up against Mark Jackson. Celtics looking for the final shot of the game and a chance to win. We're tied at 93.
10 seconds.
DJ backs his way in. Got Jackson in the air. Doesn't go. Rebound Green with 2-1. Overtime. We go to overtime. Darn it.
Absolutely unbelievable that they made up that ground. And they elected to allow Dennis Johnson to go one-on-one against the rookie. He had a good shot. But without Akers being in a ball game and all the smaller players, the Celtics really didn't have a chance for a rebound or the miss. Here's the last shot coming up. There's Dennis, high up at the point, working his way down. The rest of the Knicks defense concentrating on the other Celtics, and he lifts Jackson beautifully, gets a clean shot, and just off the side of the rim. But no Celtic really in good position for the rebound. Here's DJ again, little up fake. The rookie lifted way up. DJ was also hoping to pick up a foul situation.
Here you'll see the time running down. Still doesn't go in, though.
Well, Parrish is the only guy that really got any semblance of offensive rebounding position, but it rebounded off to the other side of the court where he never had a shot at it. So there's Kevin McHale in the background there with a little smile on his face saying, well, I'd love to play in this one.
There you see the fourth quarter numbers. 2 of 15 for the Knicks. 7 of 15 for Boston.
It's still better shooting for a quarter than the Celtics had,
That's
which
right,
was 0.
Second quarter. And the Celtics were 0 for 18.
Well, it's Boston Celtic basketball at the Boston Garden this year. This was one great half of basketball. Spunky Shamrock basketball. They just gave no quarter, became very aggressive defensively, climbed back into the ball game. And I tell you, the Knicks hung on there for a team under a new coach. Showed me a little poise. They made a couple of big free throws, particularly Patrick Ewing and Sidney Green. So it's anybody's game. It's like nothing right now. 5 minutes to play. Let's see who gets the most aggressive in this 5-minute stint.
Parrish, Akers, Day, Ainge, and Dennis Johnson come out for Boston. Ewing, Green, Jackson, Wilkins, and Walker come out for the Knicks. Robert Parrish, Danny Ainge, both playing with 5 fouls. Kenny Walker, Mark Jackson, both with 5 for the Knicks.
What a game.
The Celtics have been to overtime once this year. That was the double overtime affair against Washington. They won it by 1. Half is controlled by Walker.
Just barely.
Knicks get first shot.
Celtics have to maintain some aggressive defense again. Fight over the picks. Deny passes. Don't let them swing the ball. Don't let them get into their rhythm of the offense.
Ewing forced one up. Long rebound. Loose. Who's got it? And Mathis has got a foul. Mark Akers picks it up. And that is 5 on Akers.
Well, the ball hit the ground, and some of the Celtics were not quite quick enough to go pick it up off the ground. That's the ideal rebound. Everybody block out, hit the floor, and then you go get it.
Knicks with a fresh 24 seconds.
The Celtics were very aggressive on the swing of the ball, not allowing the Knicks to really swing the ball quickly before. Now they've backed off a little bit.
Kenny Walker hits a runner. 6 points for Walker, all in the 4th quarter in the overtime. Knicks with some pressure. Danny with the ball. Walker's out on him. Inside Parrish. Spins on Ewing, and a whistle and a foul on Ewing. That'll be number 5 on Patrick.
Now that's where I think Case's making a great move. Get it into Robert Parrish right now. Put Ewing under the gun defensively.
They're trying to protect Ewing right now. DJ wants to go back in there. Here's Day looking to make the entry pass. He does. Robert, and he traveled with it. That was a good call.
Just too anxious.
Robert saying that Ewing's got him from behind. But
Rick Pitino not gambling that Ewing can finish the ball game with the 5 fouls has gone to Bill Cartwright. That's a pretty good luxury at key spot to go to an experienced guy like Cartwright.
Knicks by 2. They've got the ball. 3:50 left to go in overtime. Wilkins spins on DJ. Doubled by Day. Walker, the man left open, gets the roll. And Kenny Walker is coming to the fore here.
Well, they're gambling off Kenny Walker and their aggressive defense rotating around, and nobody even came close to getting back to Walker.
Ainge waves Darren Day through. Danny penetrates. The runner won't go. No foul as Ainge is knocked down. The Knicks have got the ball in a 4-point lead. Casey Jones is really up and at Bernie Fryer. Cartwright. The crowd wanted to travel. Instead, Parrish picks up a foul, and that will be all for Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish with unofficially 23 points, picks up his 6th foul, 6 rebounds, and the Chief gets a big hand. The Celtics will go to Reggie Lewis, which will put Mark Akers in the middle.
And the Celtics will get very aggressive here with the smaller unit. They will be out pressing. The real challenge will be for Reggie Lewis to out-rebound Walker and Darren Day to keep Sidney Green off the boards.
Jackson looking inside. Cartwright wants it, and he got it.
Akers, afraid to foul out himself, never really went up and challenged the shot.
The Knicks with all 6 points of the overtime, and that's their lead. Danny finds Darren open. Little fake on Cartwright. Hits the runner in the lane. Darren Day with 16.
I'll be getting him the ball a little bit because he can work his way through the middle.
Near steal, and Akers knocks it away. Ainge comes back to Day. Darren works on Sidney Green and draws a foul. Fryer says before the shot.
That is a good move. Darren Day knows he's got a quickness advantage over Sidney Green and just trying to utilize it.
The Celtics playing without Parrish, without Roberts, without Bird, without McHale. Danny for three. In and out. Walker the rebound. Final 2 minutes of overtime. Knicks by 4, and they got the ball. Wilkins loses it on the baseline.
Good jump out that time to cut off the penetration. I believe it was by Darren Day.
Danny Ainge penetrates all the way. Blocked by Bill Cartwright.
Sidney Green.
They're looking for a goaltend. They're not going to get it. They being the Celtics.
Here it is, before the defense set up, right into the pack, and there's Sidney Green trying to get his position, but Ainge has already launched his leap, and that's a block.
Sidney Green fouls out of the game with 8 points and 8 rebounds, and Cummings will come in.
Now, believe it or not, Cummings is as wily a pro at this stage of a ball game as you'd want to have. He's a guy that can really cause you some problems. He's not the most athletic looking guy, but does he know how to play the game?
He always looks like he just woke up.
Yep. Dude. What is it? Greyhound eyes.
I don't know what they are.
If you had a tail, I'd say it was a greyhound. Bloodhound.
All right, Danny needs this one to get Boston to within 3. Danny Ainge has got to be one exhausted cookie out there.
Well, this aggressive defense, considering everything they've had to do on the comeback in the second half, kind of wears you out your offense, too, particularly on the long bomb shot.
31 for Danny Ainge. Knicks by 3, a minute and a half to go in overtime. Cummings puts it on the floor, loses the dribble, finds Jackson. Now Wilkins pulls up for the jumper, misses it. Rebound Akers. Off to Danny. 10 rebounds for Mark Akers in the game. Danny finds DJ. Dennis penetrates, gets in a foul.
A hard push did it once again. The Knick defense never got totally organized, and they had a rush at the shooter. Dennis Johnson had allowed him to get into the lane, and they weren't quite quick enough to cut him off at the pass. Scores the hoop, the foul on Cartwright. Look at him just lead and lean into that hoop against Cartwright.
Dennis Johnson now a chance to tie the game at 99.
Boy, the tenacity of these guys just simply amazes me.
99 to 99 with 68 seconds to go in overtime.
Boy, we saw that tenacity last year in the playoffs, and they haven't lost 1 ounce of it.
Trent Tucker in, DJ all over him. Cummings throws it away, out of bounds, Boston ball. Celtics take a timeout. 53 seconds to go. Wow. Wow.
This has been as hard fought a potential victory as the Celtics have had to endure in this building in quite a while. Let's see the last big play. Good defense, and Darren Day gets right out in front of Cartwright, forces the lob pass. They got all over the shooter. Akers made him lob the ball. That's as good as you can play it. Get all over the passer, get out in front of the intended receiver. The pass has got to be perfect, and it wasn't.
Kevin McHale doing a little coaching.
Now, Chris, if we do this,
right,
and Chris, if we do that, remember I told you. Kevin enjoying it, of course, like everybody else. All right, Celtics got to come up with a shot here. Dennis Johnson will. Did he shoot the foul shot? No, he didn't shoot the foul shot.
Yes, he did.
He did. Okay, so it's the Knicks ball. I got to play a good defense again right now.
Boston ball.
Oh, it's Boston ball. I lost it somewhere.
Pat Cummings threw it away, remember?
That's right. You got it. We
Okay.
just did it. I mean,
It's okay, buddy. You were having fun up
Did
here.
I make a mistake?
No, not you.
Me?
Not you.
All right, so the Celtics have a chance. And I like what Darren Day's been doing. They've got nobody else really to take it to the hoop with Parrish out of there. They've got DJ, who is being guarded by Jackson. They tried that for the last shot of the game.
Darren Day will inbound at half court. He's out there with DJ, Lewis, Akers, and Ainge.
And there's a little tough defense right now.
Comes into Dennis Johnson. Knicks will get the ball again, so will the Celtics. Tied at 99. Comes to Danny. 13 still on the shot clock. Finds Darren Day open. Knicks hustle back. DJ, Akers, Mark will take it. Blocked by Walker. Loose ball. Knicks have got it. Mark Jackson.
They try to work the clock down too long without taking it to the hoop. That was very good defense that time by the Knicks.
Knicks are at 14 on the shot clock. Tucker looking for Ewing, who's back in the ball game. Jackson is going to have to shoot it. Can't get it off. Jump ball is called.
Oh, boy. This here, let's see how they line up. Let's take a wide shot to see where the opening might be for the potential rebound. I mean, the tip.
Dennis Johnson and Mark Jackson will jump, and the Knicks want a timeout.
You know, gaining control of jump ball is not an easy thing. What you try and do is have two guys with no defender in between, an open area to tip to it, so that both your players can go to it. And let's see how the Celtics line up, whether they play a defensive tip, which they should be doing at that end of the court. And somebody's probably, if the Knicks get a hold of it, get the shot, get the touch. Here's the last play. And they force him to the left, which means Danny Ainge is able to hang on his shooting hand. They give him a lot of trouble, but look at Dennis Johnson come from behind. And that was a jump ball as he hit the ground before the release of the ball. How many timeouts the Celtics got? They got 2 left. So if they gain possession of the ball, they'll call a quick timeout. It's not a guarantee. There are 2 guards jumping. Dennis Johnson, who's probably a little bit more wily than a Mark Jackson, but Mark Jackson's got the leaping ability. And if Jackson control the tip and tip it forward to a Ewing, Ewing will take the shot right off the catch.
8 seconds to go in overtime. Tied at 99.
Well, they don't have a shooter in there. They've got McNeely in,
Tucker.
and Tucker, Ewing, and Walker, and Mark Jackson. Now, where is the open area going to be? It looks like right now that
Reggie Lewis
have covered it. Tucker is the potential open guy, and Patrick Ewing.
Tap control by DJ, tracked down by Reggie Lewis, and an immediate timeout is called. Boston gets the ball with 6 seconds in overtime.
And boy, did Dennis Johnson tip it to 2 guys right in the open area for the Celtics. He tipped it backwards. Now you look, the Knicks are protecting against the Celtics getting the ball against Jackson. They gave up any belief that they would be able to get the tip, and there's a good retrieve by Lewis and the timeout.
Watch your feet there, Rich. Watch your feet.
That's how tough it can get. A little half-inch, and a great play would have gone down the drain. Now let's see who Casey sends back into the ball game. Without Robert Parrish, of course, they have no inside game to speak of. The Knicks came out and played aggressive, overplayed defense so that whoever had the ball had difficulty even getting it to another player.
Boston will have to come three-quarter court with the ball too, right?
No, they'll take it out at half court.
Why have they got the ball down on the floor up the other end?
They do. I called timeout on a possession. It wasn't off a rebound.
It's the only one sleeping in the building right now. This is as good as it gets. And again, we thank all our viewers all around New England who have been with us for the first time tonight. A number of cable systems joining us for a free look at Sports Channel. And the Celtics haven't sold you tonight. They never will, right?
Well, this was excitement. First class.
28 points down in the third quarter. I hope all you folks will stay with us for the remainder of the season, right through the playoffs. All the games from the Garden.
Celtics are going to take it out at half court. I would try and get it to Darren Day. That's who I would try and get the ball to right now. Bring him to the ball off a pick. And let him try and work either against Patrick Ewing if Ewing switches.
Danny Ainge does a circle. It comes into Day. Darren Day in trouble. Throws it up. Short. Loose underneath. No whistle. Overtime number 2 is coming up. (99-99). We go to the second 5-minute overtime.
Well, Darren Day just waited too long to make his move to the hoop. He allowed himself to be surrounded. Akers had a clear shot at the missed basket, which was short, and could have flicked it in, but just didn't have his feet underneath himself. Let's take a look. He holds the ball, and there's Ewing going down to help out on the double team. As Akers roaming around, he was wide open. Ewing couldn't see him. And look at Akers sitting right there. It's short, has his hands on it, can't hold on to it. And there was plenty enough time to just catch it and tip it back in. Here is the second overtime. Excuse me, second angle. I'm talking second overtime. Here's just a little bit of a delay getting into the middle. And he lost control of the ball. But look at how much he's surrounded. And Akers right there, can't hold on to it. And it's double overtime.
The Celtics were 1 of 5 in the overtime. 1 of 3 make that. The Knicks were 3 of 5.
Kenny Walker a little bit hurt. Yeah, McNeely is not the type of guy that you would figure would be able to stop Darren Day if they could get him one-on-one. Day just, those little things, like a guy like Larry Bird recognizes how fast you got to make your move. You know, they say, make your move, but when? But Darren Day had the matchup to work with McNeely guarding him, but the Knicks defended it very, very nicely. They got to the double team quickly, put him under pressure.
And we're ready to go for 5 more.
I mean, you pick who the go-to guy is in this game for the Celtics right now. That's a tough, tough decision. It's either going to be Dennis Johnson, I think, Danny Ainge, or Darren Day. And Danny, with his outside shooting, you know, you wear down. That basket gets to look smaller and smaller after you play at least one overtime. Even 48 minutes.
Akers and Ewing will go up at center court. Tap control. Danny steals it. Probably would have thrown up a 3 there if he could have gathered himself a little quicker. Boston with a chance for first blood. Akers finds DJ. Day is trying to post up, or Lewis rather wants to work on Walker. Gets a step, drives, and draws a foul. Good play by the rookie Reggie Lewis.
Now that is really quickness. As soon as Walker challenged him and tried to get out into the passing lane, Lewis made his move right on the catch. Look at it, he catches the ball, and Walker just gets down too low. He's into the defense, and Ewing gets lifted, and Walker comes down from behind.
Kenny Walker has fouled out of this ball game.
Patrick Ewing being replaced by Cartwright now.
Yeah.
And the reason being is that Pitino wants to hold on to him for the last minute of the ball game.
Reggie 1 of 3 from the line in this game. Gets the roll on the second one. Boston by 1, their first lead since it was 4-2.
Well, the Knicks have gone small now with Wilkins playing the forward spot.
Tucker and Jackson exchanging outside. Now Wilkins again. Looking to put it on the floor. Penetrates. The runner doesn't go. Rebound. Cartwright and Akers. Jump ball is called.
Hey, that Akers has really spread out, carved out room for himself. They took an elbow in the chops, too.
Tough kid.
Yep.
Ian Cartwright set to go up. Tap is controlled. Darren Day. Danny Ainge off to the races. 2.
What a play that was by Darren Day.
Boston by 3, their biggest lead of the night. Trent Tucker throws up a runner. It goes, and he draws a foul.
There was a couple of years ago that people said Trent Tucker didn't know how to put the ball on the floor and take it to the hoop. He sure looked like he did there. Little up fake. Lewis shows him to the middle, and Tucker takes the alley and gets into the pack and somehow converts the field goal and will be at the line.
Wow, it was real close. It could have been called on Danny Ainge. It went on Reggie Lewis instead. Ainge is playing with 5 fouls.
And Danny got in there to try and take the charge.
They did. Tucker looking to tie the game. Missed it. Akers the rebound. Boston stays up 1. 12th rebound for Mark Akers.
Both teams will be pressing now, or at least trying to play scramble defense. Celtics right now. Dennis Johnson looking at Casey Jones. What are we going to?
Casey gave him the play. Reggie Lewis forces one up. Short with it. Got his own rebound and lost it. And a foul is called.
And they're turning the game over to Reggie Lewis right now and saying, kid, you got to help us win this thing. He's so quick from the forward spot, taking it to the hoop. And he's got an eye for the basket. He's still got college offense on his mind.
And Bill Cartwright has now fouled out of the game.
Look at his quick move along the baseline. Cartwright tries to cut him off at the pass. He goes up. He takes the shot. It's short. And Cartwright comes from behind and just grabs the ball. And that's 6 on Big Bill.
Danny Ainge in a pack. Scrambles away. Bounce pass Day. Lewis. Nice move. Count it and a foul. Yes, sir. Reggie Lewis.
What a play, though. I believe it was Darren Day that saw the opening. Yes, it was. He sees the double team. What a nifty pass. And Tucker can't get that quick enough to the leaping Reggie Lewis.
Misses the free throw. The Boston lead is 3. 104-101, 3:25 to go in the second overtime. Inside, Ewing. Over Akers. The tap is good by McNeely.
Now somebody turned McNeely loose on that double team. You got to go and rebound everybody. And the Knicks put 4 guys to the glass.
Darren Day breaking the 10-second line. Under 3 minutes now to go in the second overtime. Ainge pops out. Clear it out so Danny can work on McNeely. Has him stripped. Loose ball. Who's got it? It'll be a jump ball.
Boy, when you take it in the middle of that defense while they're sitting, set, and waiting for you, you're asking for trouble. Right now, they got Darren Day being guarded by Trent Tucker. That's not a bad matchup to try and go into the low post with.
Let's see, who's going to do the jumping here?
It's going to be Danny.
And McNeely.
Well, this is one that, and Trent Tucker has a chance to take off on this play. Should they gain possession, the ball could go between. Whoop.
Reggie Lewis got it.
Bad tip by McNeely. He tipped it the wrong way.
Celtics by 1 with the ball, 2:40 in the second overtime. Dennis Johnson wants to work on Wilkins. DJ brushing him away. Takes the fall away. It'll be short. Rebound Akers. They're going to call him for a pushing foul.
Well, when two guys go flying and one guy's left standing still on the ground, that was a push foul by Akers. Didn't get away with it.
And that will be number 6 on Mark Akers. He had 12 rebounds on the night. And Brad Lohas is going to see some quality time here.
Well, I'd love to see this kid come in and do something. What a confidence builder that would be.
Boston by 1, 104-103, 2:28 to go in the second overtime.
Well, Brad Lohas will really have to play defense against one of the top young centers right now.
Ewing directing the ball to Jackson. Cummings goes the other way instead. Ewing really wanted it. Lohas tips it away, dives for it, but he can't save it.
Almost came up with it. That puts 5 seconds on the time clock for the Knicks to get a shot off. They said Lohas never had possession of the ball.
Wilkins needs to put it up right away. Offensive foul on Gerald Wilkins.
They swallowed him up.
Pitino right now trying to do offensive and defensive substitutions at each trip up the floor. McNeely and Cummings, he keeps shuttling in and out. Boston by 1 with the ball. DJ swallowed up, needs help, gets it across to Danny, up to Lohas. Reggie Lewis was free, but they couldn't find him up ahead. Celtics.
At 11 seconds on the clock. That's too much time just getting the ball over half court. There's only 6 seconds left. They're going to have to be under the gun and take a bad shot.
Reggie Lewis will take it, blocked partially, and a 24-second violation on Boston.
So the press defense worked for the Knicks, made the Celtics delay in the backcourt.
Cummings back in, McNeely back out. 1:42 to go. Boston by 1.
Put this one in your memory book.
Jackson. Foul. Looks like it's going to go on Pat Cummings.
That's Cummings setting a pick, I believe. Well, just tries to get the position and knocks Darren Day down. Good acting by Day. Or by Night.
Celtics use a 20-second timeout.
Oh, this is a coach's nightmare right now. You really don't have the low post game to go to. You got to search out the best matchup. And the Knicks are not going to let you go to that matchup in a low post as easily as most teams will, because they'll get out and deny the ball. So you really have to try to take the best opportunity shot, but you can't totally delay. You've got to take the best shot as it presents itself. Don't wait to work the clock down. Get a good shot. That's really the object right now offensively. Somebody that feels they can make the shot within their range. The best matchup, I still think, is Darren Day being guarded by Wilkins now, but here's the press situation. And Lewis is going to be guarded by...
And a quick foul is called on Trent Tucker, and that'll push the Knicks, I believe, over the limit.
Well, Casey Jones had Brad Lohas back there to help out, mainly because he's a big guy, makes a big target to inbound the ball to help break that press. And Tucker, a much smaller player, on the bringing down of the ball by Lohas. He tried to make the steal.
Again, Pitino keeps his substitutions going. Cummings is in, and Brad's at the line. A couple of big ones here. There's one.
A little bit of poise.
Here's two.
A lot of poise.
Boston by 3. 1:25 to go in overtime. Number 2. Wilkins looking to go inside the Ewing, and a foul is going to go on Lohaus.
Lohaus just, again, being too aggressive and trying to bump him, and Casey Jones saying, don't hang on him. You got to move your feet.
Celtics not yet over the limit.
We said on prior broadcasts, that's the most difficult part that Lohaus has to learn right now. He's not really played a lot of one-on-one defense against low post people.
Here's a pick. Reggie Lewis has got Ewing in a switch now. They double effectively. Ewing shut off, finds Tucker, and Dennis Johnson. A little late getting there. Takes Trent Tucker into the first row. Tucker was lining up a three, and DJ said, nope.
I was going to give him two. And Ewing doubled by two smaller players. Can't find anybody at the top. Has to go all the way over to the side of the court, and Dennis made the hard rush to take the three-pointer away. And Dennis likes Trent Tucker, said, hey, come on, I'll help you out. A nice interview with him at halftime.
Nice kid.
Yep. Well-spoken guy, and been around, seen their ups and downs. Managed to keep his poise through all of that.
Makes them both 1-point game. 106-105. Lohaus gets it into DJ. Double team. Bounce pass, Darren Day. 3-on-2 Boston break. Darren off to Reggie, and he's fouled. Lewis will be at the line.
Attack the press. That they did. Nice pass to Reggie Lewis that time by Darren Day to create that opening. Here's the trap.
Jackson just fouled out.
Here's the trap, and they get it to Darren Day up the middle. He immediately attacks the two defenders, lays it down to Reggie. Now Reggie gets fouled by a smaller player, Jackson. That is the way you take it to the hoop against the press. Make them pay with layups or foul.
This is your serious war of attrition here.
Yep.
First one goes. The lead is 2. Second one goes.
One great thing about this win, if the Celtics do come up with the win, is that Reggie Lewis will have a world of confidence. So will Mark Akers, and Brad Lohaus is starting to feel his oats.
Boston by 3. Wilkins penetrates. Count the basket, and a foul is called.
You really, really have to go down and cut the lane off to him, because he has the ability, like his brother, to jump over people. And even though you send him to the left side like they're doing right now, Reggie Lewis, he's going to go up over Reggie Lewis and anybody else close to that hoop, because he's got a quick leap. You got to get down and trouble him with another defender, make him kick it out.
Wilkins misses the shot. Who's got it? Wilkins got it back. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Reggie Lewis, and a foul is called. 29 seconds to go. Big rebound. Reggie Lewis, he'll be at the line.
Well, Northeastern was nothing like this. There's Darren Day that closes down that easier shot. Lewis, after playing forward in college, not afraid to get in there and get his nose into the rebound action, comes up with a big one.
Reggie now with 2 more. Needs this one to put Boston up a hoop. 110, 109, rather 107. The Knicks use a timeout. 29 seconds left in the second overtime.
I'm breathless.
This is fun, though. This is fun.
And they're doing it with the rookies playing a significant part at crunch time. You know, one of the real challenges I mentioned earlier to Casey Jones is, how do you get 3 potentially talented players into the lineup so that they function effectively for you? That's a real tough assignment. And I think he's got to find a way, and he's been searching for a way to get them into the lineup. 1 by 1, he put them in 3 by 3. And they just don't have the experience of knowing how to sit on the bench, watch the action, and know what to do when they hit the floor. They feel their way into the game. What I call gee whiz basketball for about 5 minutes. And right now, when they're into the game, you can see that their talent is there.
So the Celtics have missed 17 free throws in the ball game.
Taking 49 free throws.
Not unusual against this Knicks team.
No.
Washington Bullets a week ago, last Friday night, made 60 free throws. All right, 29 seconds left in overtime number 2. Boston by a hoop, 109-107. The Celtics have come from 28 points down in the third quarter. And no one has left the Garden.
The Knicks will take the ball out at where? In the backcourt?
In the backcourt.
Okay.
Cummings, Ewing, Tony White.
And the Celtics are going to lay back on him and allow him to bring the ball up. Going to play the tough defense right now. Half-court defense, overplayed people.
Cummings nearly stumbled. Wilkins wants to go to Ewing. Ewing wants the shot. Hits it. And Boston again, with the score tied, has a chance for the last shot of the game. Darren Day over the 10-second line is double teamed very effectively and calls a timeout. Wow. For the third time, once at the end of regulation, once at the end of overtime number 1, and now again at the end of overtime number 2. The Celtics have the ball and a chance to win.
But the Knicks, with that, they moved the ball. The Celtics backed off. They elected to play half-court defense instead of getting up and challenging the inbound pass and really trying to take them out of their rhythm of their low-post offense. I mean, it was almost written in stone that they were going to go at Lohaus if they could get Patrick Ewing the ball, and that's exactly what they did. And even the double team of Danny Ainge didn't help. Right now, the Celtics, again, will have the problem of who was going to take the last shot. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised under these conditions that Dennis Johnson, if possible, will try and work Mark Jackson like he did at end of regulation.
Celtic fans, be on tap Monday, November 23rd, as the Celtics travel to Hartford, and Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls will be there. Join us at 7:15 on the pregame show. And again, to all our fans who are joining us for the first time tonight all around New England, stick with us. Michael Jordan will be here Monday. Let's take a look at a big bucket here. Patrick Ewing to tie it at 109.
Well, they get what they wanted. The ball down into the low post. And the ball got swung beautifully, and Lohaus has got him out there a little bit, and Lohaus challenges him. But Ewing, like most veteran players, has all the confidence in the world going up over a rookie. Now, I mentioned Mark Jackson before. He has fouled out of the ball game.
Tony
White's in there, so that might mean that he will guard either Danny Ainge or Dennis Johnson. And I think they would much like to pick on that young man.
Darren Day, Reggie Lewis, Dennis Johnson, Brad Lohaus, and Danny Ainge on the floor for Boston. McNeely, Wilkins, White, Tucker, and Ewing for New York. 10 seconds to go, overtime number 2. And the Knicks use a 20-second timeout.
They wanted to see who was going to take the ball out of bounds. And, of course, pro basketball, a lot more difficult to inbound the ball under these circumstances. There's a box at half court for which the inbounder cannot go past. So you can cut down passing angles pretty effectively if you put a big man on the ball, on the man that's going to inbound it, and force the ball into a certain area of the court. And a lot of teams gamble on steals when they force the ball into a certain area. Let's see if the Knicks do it. Neely is a leaper. He's going to guard the inbounder. And the furthest man from the ball will be White. And it looks like they're going to have a press defense right now.
Danny to inbound. Gets it to DJ. Celtics down to 9. 8. You see the clock.
He's going on Wilkins.
Dennis takes a good up fake. Goes through. Won't go down. The tip goes. Boston wins. The game is over. The Celtics win.
the win. Let's look at this. Here's Dennis Johnson. He gets by Wilkins, who's playing pretty decent defense. Ewing goes to help out, but look at the top of your screen. And Darren Day coming in, getting that beef on there. The long rebound up over the top with a perfect leap, and it slops in for the winner. What a tip-in by Darren Day.
111 to 109, the final score.
And you watch Patrick Ewing just leave his position and take himself off the boards to cut down. And beautiful up fake by Dennis Johnson. And that made the other players rotate, and that left Darren Day wide open. And boy, did he take advantage of that. Whoa! Put that in your memory book.
Final score here at the Garden as we watch the Celtic bench. Look at Jerry Seasting. 111, 109, Boston.